Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to Dr. Ali and Puan Liana. I am Anis Nadira binti Muhammad Mancai from Group 5. We will present about road speed test with exceed the limit 50 km per hour on Jalan Keluang Batu Pahat, Johor. This is my group member Ramsa bin Alam, Muhammad Amrul Haziq bin Baharum, Abdul Hazim bin Nasruddin, Muhammad Abdul Hakim, Muhammad Al-Kabir Al-Sanwi, and Amri Mustafa bin Zulkarnain. Introduction. Speed is the rate of movement of a vehicle, generally expressed in km per hour. A spot speed study is a study of traffic speed at one point or spot on a traffic way. There has been several complaints of vehicles speeding along the Air Hitam to Batu Pahat section of the road. This poses a danger to motorists, pedestrians and cyclists, as there is a lot of activity in the area. The problem statement: there are many vehicle speed exceed 50 km per hour reported along the Air Hitam to Batu Pahat section. For the objective, first is to collect the numerical data for traffic speed. Second, to be able to present the numerical data using table of the collection. And lastly is to analyze the data using descriptive, statistic, random variable and probability distribution, significance testing, and analyze the of variance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ramsa bin Alam and I will present about our methodology. In this statistic project assigned by our lecturer, the method that we use to collect data is by observing and recording using radar mobile speed application that we get from Google Play. There are 100 samples we take for 2 days. The collected data is the number of speed which exceed the limit on Jalan Keluang Batu Pahat, Johor. The data will be collected and divided to the gender and type of transportation like car, motorcycles and lorry. Box whisker method are used to find speed analysis, Z distribution method used to analyze gender, and the last method is by using ANOVA one-way test to analyze type of vehicle. That's all from me. Thank you.
So for the calculation, range, we set the range based on the data that we got. The maximum is 110 and the lowest is 41. And then we separate to men and female, and the total data that we got is 100. So next is data for male. So data for male, we calculate the mean, mode and median, and then we continue to find variance and standard deviation. Next, we continue to calculate the first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile, and then we find the interquartile range. Next, we do the same thing like we do at the data for male. We find the mean, mode and median, and then we continue to find variance and standard deviation. Next, we continue to calculate first quartile, second quartile, and third quartile, and we also to calculate interquartile range. So next, we continue to calculate the F distribution by finding the mean, and then we calculate the variance numerator and denominator. And then we continue to find F critical by using variance. So for one-way ANOVA test, after we find F critical, we continue to calculate the sum of square total, and then we calculate sum of square terminate, and then we calculate sum of square error. After that, we continue to find F statistic for F ratio. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I talk about my part discussion. So this study is used the method the calculating time for the test case. For the another using it can calculate the speed for the vehicle. This the method is done to the calculate the speed the dissipation of the vehicle used the road. This study was discussed. It was the conduct at air item to Bahad this study. We have the taken data for 1 day, and the data has been taken in afternoon. Total data taken 100. Data divided not gender male and female. In the data, male are homologue. So the most speed exceeds 50 kilometer. The speed in the area is 50 kilometer. And there the circle affects the inferencing. The stop study at the traffic location first traffic construction can affect data, especially during peak the hours crossing the vehicle to slow down another that than there so traffic effects. Not to give a single not wearing Hilton and use the cell phone during driver. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So for the conclusion part, it is important for us to know how the application of the knowledge that we have gained from statistics subjects apply into the real world situations, especially civil engineering field. Thus, we have to conduct a project based on the topic that were given, which is traffic speed violation. Based on the calculation that has been carried out, it shows that most driver does not obey the traffic speed limit at the scene we are taken. At the scene taken. This behavior can cause minor accident or much worse fatal accident. So in a conclusion, this successful project have given us some new knowledge regarding speed limit and of course the ethics when we're driving on roads. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirul Aziz bin Baharom. My metric number is F190133. So for my part is filler table. First facts is collect the numerical data for traffic speed. The ideas is by collecting of hundreds vehicles speed per day, which is today, by using radar mobile speed application. So learning issue that we get. First, the data of vehicle speed can be verified using application. And second, the numerical data of vehicle are vary such as car, motorcycle and lorry. The action, by using radar mobile speed application, we must be at exact place that we choose to collect the data, which is at in front of the main entrance of detention campus. So fact 2 is to analyze the data using descriptive statistic, random variable and probability distribution, significant testing and analysis of variance. So the ideas is by using suitable formula in calculation section. The learning issue is the numerical data of vehicle speed can be calculated to get the values from the ideas, which is descriptive statistic, random variable and probability distribution, significant testing and analysis of variance. So the action is we must determine the formulas that must choose by doing the research from the internet and lecture notes. So that's all from me. Thank